question is, what do you do when a date that you're on isn't going very well? Well, according to the BBC, these days, it seems it's not unusual to just cut it off right then and there and walk away if you just don't feel the spark. Andrea, would you just decide, you know, this isn't going well, bye, and walk out?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Oh my God. Absolutely, and I'll tell you why. Are there any single people in this audience? Okay, we got one girl. So I'm gonna make eye contact with you. What people don't know is dating is emotionally exhausting. Meeting new people, small talk, finding out if you're on the same page. It doesn't work out. They lie about who they are. That is emotionally exhausting. And everybody thinks that these apps are so great. No, it's exhausting to swipe after ugly face after ugly face after. No, it's exhausting. It really is not as fun as you think it is. No, I'm just being honest because it's not what people think it is. And there was a moment where I decided that I'm no longer gonna give a person I'm on a date with my entire time. This guy invited me out on a date on Valentine's Day. He asked me out 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, which I thought was wonderful because I'm like, oh, he thought about it. But the first red flag, I did not hear from him for the entire 2 weeks. In that 2 week span, between the 1st and the 14th, he did not call me. So that was my first red flag. But I still was being open to it.
Okay.
The day of the date, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I still have not heard from this person, but I'm still being open because that's what they tell you to do. So finally he calls me, he's like, so what's up? What's up? You asked me on a date 2 weeks ago. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm like, well, I thought you had a plan. So then finally he's like, well, maybe you could pick me up because, you know, and I was like, red flag number 3, 4, I've lost count. We finally meet up. All of the tickets for the movies are gone. All of the restaurants are booked because these things you have to plan.
Yes.
And then we finally find a movie and it's a documentary about the shipping industry. No word of a lie. We get to the cinema. I'm refusing to pay for this date at this point because I wanted to leave 10 times and I kept on betraying my own gut.
Yes.
So then he gets and they go, oh, you know, that'd be 26. And he goes, 26 something dollars. I go,
no, he did not.
Oh, yes, he did. So we get to the movie. I'm sitting in there. I am fuming. I'm angry at him, but I'm really angry at myself. So I go to the bathroom. I tell my girlfriend, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. She goes, no, stay. Give him a chance. And I'm just like, everything in me was telling me to leave. And I stayed and I betrayed my own trust. So then I stayed. At the end of the date, you know what he asked me to do? Drop him off at a club because he had a second date to go to.
Andrea! You're kidding!
So when I hear about a person who is saying, oh, should you leave? Leave. The minute your gut tells you to leave,
Convinced!
leave. Get out of there. Do not waste your time.
So
Life is short.
if you could go back, would you have, during
if I
the
could
movie,
go back.
and we say, I've got to use the washroom, just leave?
If I could go back, I would light him on fire. Are you kidding me? It was horrible, but I was betraying myself.
Was the movie at least good?
It was a documentary about the shipping industry.
Would you guys think you would be capable of leaving? Like, I love that you were honest. Like, you thought about leaving and you didn't trust your gut.
No.
Would you guys?
I don't think I could. I don't know. I mean, I'm not on the dating scene right now. I can see how the one time
now.
Like,
Is there something you want to share, Cynthia?
What are you doing next Friday?
Ask her in a couple months. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, Jason, I love you. But I definitely know I did date a guy, and on our third date, I would say we got together, and it was one of the most interesting experiences of my life. We both got together, we had lunch, like right across the street from here, and we were both kind of on our phones at the same time, and then I think we looked up at each other, and I was like, I gotta go back to work. He's like, okay, and we never spoke again. That was like the most like beautiful kind of like, we both are like, it's not gonna work out. Let's just not even talk about it. If it could all be that kind of like, you could just sit down and be like,
this isn't working.
Right away.
Well, science says we can size people up in about 30 seconds.
Wow.
So why spend the time and the money if you know in 30 seconds?
And the hair and the outfit and the Spanx and the lip gloss and the extensions and the wigs and the high heels. Don't do it, girl.
It's exhausting. You're right.
It's exhausting.
Well, thank you for letting us live through you, Andrea. Thank you. I hope it gets better out there. I need to know this guy's name. Anyway, on commercial break, we'll find out.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.